Hello. So I haven't made a video in a while, and I figured that I would share with you where I'm at. Right now I'm still doing editing. I should be around page 84, and I'm not. I'm closer to well, right now I'm on page 56. So I am a bit behind, and that's mostly because my sleep schedule is not as it should be. I'm getting up early. Well, now that Ember's in kindergarten, I'm getting up early. So I get up at 6:20 in the morning just to give me some time to, you know, function ish. And I had to end the last part really quick because my mom was calling, and I usually talk to her about once a day. Figured that wow, this was from Plan With Me. Anyway, I figured that whenever she calls, I'm gonna pick up the phone. That's just how that works. So anyway, I was kind of in the middle of like telling you what I use for editing. This is the first time I'm editing anything really, not for college, not for high school, that's more than a page. Or 10 pages rather. I think that the most the most that I've had to write was something for college that was 10 pages. That was over 7 years ago. I'm gonna just be safe and say over 7 years ago. So yeah, I'm editing this, and I basically what I did was I printed it out. I went to Office Max, Office Depot, Staples. I went to Staples to print this out. And it's thick. It is 148 pages thick. And then what I did was I put tabs. I basically divided, it is 148 pages, 147. I put 148, and then divided it by, I think I had 31 because it stems over into one day, but either way, divided it by however long that it would take me to get it done in a month. Now that doesn't mean that I am flying through it because I am behind. And I'm okay with that. So let's see. Move this one down. I used okay, so I used little sticky notes from the Target dollar spot from forever ago. I am in the process of using what I have to create things. So while I love my stamps, you'll see in my Plan With Me, I'm using stickers and trying really hard to not buy any new ones, which sucks because I have really bad FOMO, and whenever something new comes out, I want it. But I'm learning rather well that a lot of the stuff is like repeats or just revamps, and I don't need them. So so anyway, at the moment, got that done and that done. This one. So I'm looking through here. I am on page 70 right now. Yeah, that's one page. These are really thick pages. I should be on page 90 today. So I'm only out 20, which is like 3 days, 4 days. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm only out 3 days, which really isn't that bad. I need to get caught up. I want to get this done by the end of the month so that I can stay on my timeline. It's not that it's critical that I stay on my timeline. My idea, and I'll try to put a white box right here because that seems really cool. My idea is to get the first draft, which is breaking it down into chapters. So I'm gonna put it right here. So you have breaking it down into chapters, fixing the light stuff, fixing some grammar, fixing some punctuation. Do I have anything else? And any other little thing. So fixing that in draft 1. So it's like a pebble that's slightly shiny. And then at the beginning of September, I will start asking for beta readers. There are a couple of places that that I've been looking at for asking. I've also been getting more involved with like just people in general, getting more involved in looking at bookstagrammers, so people that go on Instagram and have these beautiful, like absolutely adorable, obnoxiously, they are very attractive bookshelves. As a and I'm not really, I can't say that I'm a bibliophile anymore because I don't have a lot of books. I do ebook just because it is easier for me. I have a vein going on right here and I'm not sure what's up with that. I'm not stressed or anything. It's there. Maybe because I'm excited about this. I don't know. Anyway, but my idea is to one day have not just the one right here, because this is just one little, hold on, let me tilt you over. Maybe let me tilt you. Yeah, that's what I have for physical books right now. And now I need to put you back. I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, that's what I have for physical books right now. And now I have a whole lot of ebooks. I also have Kindle Unlimited, so that's kind of like it's a library that I pay for, because I really don't think that the library here, I haven't looked a lot into it, but I don't think the library here is really, yeah. It's mostly, from what I've seen the one time I was there, it pretty much looks like it's meant for quiet and itty bitty kids books, and that's it. And Ember has enough books to where we don't need to go to the library. Mostly because I don't want her to rip them up. So anyway, the idea is I have essentially a bare wall and a quarter. I have, so I go in right here, and then I have like wall and then a little bit of wall before my desk. And I want to fill it with books. I also need to play the lottery in order to win the lottery to buy books. Yeah. And the unfortunate part is that the books that I want, I'm buying on ebook, which are significantly cheaper, but they just don't look as pretty in the ebook. I can just like pop it up and be like, hey, isn't this pretty? And that's about it. And I want more. I want like the physical book. But anyway, I got off on a tangent. Where was I at? So I have added a lot of bookstagrammers to my Instagram so that I can see what they like, so that maybe later on down the road, whenever this becomes an actual book, I can be like, hey, here's my book, if you could, do the thing. That would be great. Just certain things. Again, that's like a couple of years down the road. I'm not even, yeah. So anyway, what I'm doing with my draft is I am writing things that need to be changed. While I would love to do like a purple pen or even the obnoxious pink pen that I have, red seems to be the one that does the thing. And then I have, I haven't used this one yet, or maybe I have, but it's been like early on. But either way, this is for breaking up chapters, just so that I can draw a line, write the chapter number, and it's there. This is for stuff I have to remember, because I am, the idea is that it is going to be more than one book. And in order to do that, a lot of stuff has to be, not a lot of stuff, but like stuff I have to remember needs to be carried on from book 1 to book 2 to book 3. Maybe there'll be 3 or just 2. I'm not sure yet. This one I can't remember, but it's here just in case I need it. Yeah. So what I'm doing is just fixing it up that way, and then I did a thing where after winning Camp NaNoWriMo, Scrivener had a coupon code for 50% off, which made Scrivener $24. So after, I didn't even finish my 30-day free trial. The 30-day free trial is freaking amazing because it's not 30 days from the time that you download it. It is, say you open it once, like the first day of the month, and then you close it down and you don't use it until like 3 months from then. Then you only have 29 days. Fantastic. Well, my thing is that I didn't want the coupon code to expire, and I didn't want to lose what I was doing. So I just went ahead and bought it. It was only $24. It wasn't that bad for everything that you get. Now, I have the Windows version instead of the Mac version. I know that you can do a lot more on Mac than you can with that. But I'm basically using it for the bare stuff right now. I'm using it to, I put this whole thing on there and I used it to break down the chapters, and now that it's in the chapters, I can edit it from there. So any of the red that I have on here, that is full of red, things that I have to change. Like in my head, I see the place where they are more of a palace than a castle. Because in my head, a castle is meant for battle and a palace is meant for pretty. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. I hope to get this done. I don't have very much longer, to tell you the truth. There's only let me do a little bit of math. So 7, 8, 9 more days. Hold on, let me do some math. Right, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll say 10. Counting today, because I'm weird. Some people don't count the day of and the day the thing happens, and I'm counting 10. Today is the 22nd. So if I did technically 8 pages a day, I could get done. Basically what I did is there are 148 pages, like pages. And I am on page 70, so I'm almost halfway through the book, which is awesome. It's proving to be a really quick read, which is nice. Anyway, 148 pages. I'm on page 70. That makes 78 pages left to go. There are 10 days left in the month. You move the decimal over at 7.8. So yeah. I still think I can get it done. I just have to be motivated enough to do it. And really, Ember's only been in school for a week and a day, and I am enjoying the quiet a lot. And so is the puppy. He's down there just chilling, and I don't want to move the camera. So anyway, yeah, hopefully I can get it done. If I actually, so here's the thing, the new thing that I'm doing is if I do not get it done now while she's in school, then usually the time between when I pick her up and when I start dinner is whenever she usually watches TV now. Sorry, I need to pop my neck. It's been a thing with the climate, not really the climate change, but just how the weather is right now. I've had to pop my neck a lot. My shoulder does it too. It's crazy. It's part of getting old. It's great. Anyway, also because I popped my neck, some of my brain just like, ugh. Anyway, so while she's wow, after I pick her up and between dinner is whenever she normally watches TV, which is cool because that's about a movie and a half, a movie and a show, like an episode or two. So just getting in that, I can get a few pages done. I can read it through, I can edit. Some of them don't really need a whole lot of stuff. Like this one page only has, it has stuff I need to remember on there, so I've highlighted stuff, but what I've written down with a marker, or with a pen, the stuff that I have tried to fix, there are only 2 on there, and it's little. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. 6 words. That's it. As opposed to a more heavy one, which I think I've already... Where is page 28? No, I lied. It's page 27. That's a mess. And that was because I had moved some stuff around, so the paragraphs need to be indented and stuff like that. I'm not going to work on actual formatting until later. While I have the chapters, I'm not going to do anything big with, like, if I'm going to do chapter 1 with a picture around it or some sort of pretty something. I don't know if I'm going to bold, italicize, whatever, a couple of words or the first letter of the, the chapter. There are a lot of things to think about when making it look good, making it look aesthetically pleasing. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I will probably have a group where I do maybe 1 chapter or something and just be like, hey, what looks good to you? And maybe have, I don't know how many people are going to want to volunteer, to tell you the truth. And I feel really fuzzy whenever I look at this. Hold on. It's trying to focus on the stuff in back of me, and now it's better. I think it's just because I moved too much, and it's like, no, this is standing still, so we're just going to focus on this. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so there will be a lot of things that I still have to do for the editing process. The main thing that I want to get done is get it ready for beta readers so that I can start fixing stuff while I'm outlining in October, which is Preptober, and then start writing book 2 for NaNoWriMo, because I will have an outline. Yeah, I'm going to become a plantser instead of a pantser. But I realized for July, it worked really well. I would like to get it close to done in November. The second book. I would like to get the second book close to done in November. That means that I have to have more than just poofs of thought in my head. I know what's going to happen. I know where the story is going to start, where she's going to be at. I know what's going to happen through the story. I know what's going to happen at the end. It's just the fact that it needs to get written down in some bullet points so that I can stay on target. Because it's not that it's going to move fast. It just... I don't want to get lost. I don't want to take a big break. I don't want to take a big break, basically. That's my issue, is that I feel like I am going to go through and really be good, write, I know this isn't going to happen, but write 5,000 words a day and 3,000 words, get really big numbers for the first week, and then crash and burn. And I don't want to do that. I really don't. I have the time. It's only 1,200-ish words a day for 50K. It's not that bad. It is technically 3 hours of word sprints, which is broken down into 15 minutes, so you can do, what did I say, 20, 40, 60? So I could actually do 3 1-hour word sprints broken up into 15 minutes. So it's 15, 15, 15, 15, which makes it 20, 40, 60, right? No. Okay, that makes sense though. If you break it down into 3 word sprints with 5 minutes in between, I have plenty of time. I just need to get motivated to do it. Makes sense to me, right? It works for tons of other people. Yeah. Also trying not to yawn. I've already had to edit one out. Anyway, that's my thought. That's what I'm doing with editing and beyond. So, what I'm doing basically in here is you can see like all of these little page flags. Those are days. This one is the one that I'm supposed to be on, and I am 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I need to work on getting it done. I just need to be motivated to do it. I need to quit watching, YouTube and movies on my computer and actually do the thing. But then there's the want versus my own timeline and everything else. Either way, I am working on getting it done. And I'm really excited about it. But still, it's the fact that, it's the first week of school for Ember, and I just really enjoy doing my own thing, which is kicking my butt in a bad way. Yeah. So anyway, that's it for today. Hopefully the next week that I'm in here, I can tell you that I've progressed a lot to the point of being done, because the first I already did a plan with me, as you can plainly see. So I'm looking on here. I hope to be done by September 1st with the light edits. So that's what I'm calling this. I'm calling this the light edits. I'm not really overhauling anything because I want the beta readers to be like, yeah, this one works, this doesn't, and for them to kind of hash it out, I guess. Yeah, I hope to be done by next week. Let's see how well that goes. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, if you have any hints, any helpfulness would be great. I don't know if I'll use it or not because I'm pretty much, stuck in my stubbornness. But hey, tips, tricks, anything like that would be greatly appreciated. So that maybe I can use them next time. Or this time. Or something. I don't know. Either way, I'll see you next week.